What's going on, guys? Welcome back to another video. So today we're going to talk about the side quest and how you can level up your summon symbiote, and we're going to be going over the last path and what you should do, tips and tricks about this path. So Knull Void, you have to actually 100% this, and I already did back in the day on my main account. I already had the summon symbiote as a rank 5, but in my new account I actually did not. So I had to do this 100%, and basically you start with this path, which is basically so that you can build up pre-fights for your summoned symbiote. Now after this you have to go to path A to collect this catalyst, and then after completing the quest you're gonna come back to the beginning, and then you're gonna select path B, and then after path B you're gonna go into this way, fight the other Knull and get the catalyst. So you need 24 for rank 2 summon symbiote, you need 48 for rank 3, and then 72 for rank 4, and then when you do the last path you get 96, which allows you to rank 5 your summon symbiote. But in order just to complete this path, you know, you will be rank 4, because you know, if you complete this path you're gonna have a rank 5 summon symbiote. So we're gonna be going over this path with our rank 4. So this is my run. Now, as you can see, I already completed this path, and I actually chose to go for path B instead of like path D immediately, because when you go path B there's another five or six, I think it's 6 fights that are like very easy, and it allows me to build up my pre-fights, because as a rank 4 summon symbiote has 3 pre-fights, and you can select all of them 3 times. Now you have to remember that the pre-fights last for the whole quest, and they can stack as well. So as you can see here, we have used all of our 3 pre-fights. So this is max ramp summon symbiote as a rank 4. Now if you don't go for path B and you just go for path D immediately, you're just gonna have, like, instead of 9 pre-fights there, you're gonna have 7. So you have to choose like where to spend your pre-fights, but you know, it doesn't really matter. You can go path D, because once you do like 2 more fights you're gonna be fully built up. So this is our summon symbiote, which is rank 4 like I said, and this venom actually has flare, so this is by far the easiest fight. Now our third pre-fight gives us a fury. As you can see, every time we do consecutive medium attacks we gain a fury effect, but because we activated it 3 times we gained 3 furies every fight. And then the lifesteal actually kept us top from our light attacks, because there is, I believe, a 30% chance for your light attacks to like nullify a buff, or there is a chance, but it doesn't say how much it is. But when you stack it, the chance is actually getting multiplied. So you will see we're going to be nullifying buffs and regening with our light attacks. And then there's also the pre-fight where you just consume your bleeds with your heavy attack to apply those poisons, which are actually super useful. Look at this. They are taking for a lot. Like 14,000 is really great. It's a massive difference when it comes to the bleed as well. Let's go for the special one. And you're not going to have too much trouble with summon symbiote. The next fights coming up are kind of, you know, trickier. This Venable, if you messed up on the previous fights, this fight is basically free healing, because this guy, every single time you hit him, he's going to get physical resist, and you're going to see my health is just going to get topped up with my light attacks nullifying that physical resist and giving me lifesteal. You're going to see it. I'm just building up my medium attacks. You want to do consecutive medium attacks so you get those furies. And then I think now I'm just going to start doing light attacks, and look at this lifesteal. We're already like 100% health. This fight is basically free healing. Now I want to bait this special though, because he's got like a regeneration as well. He goes stun immune after the specials. But summon symbiote is actually, you know, very strong and really fun to use, to be honest. Go for the consecutive medium, and that almost did it. We'll apply that outbreak from special too. Not too bad. Now this is probably the hardest fight of the path. This is Spider-Man. He's got Mixmaster. And he also, if he evades, he applies, I think, a debuff for you. I think it's called like exhaustion, I think it is. But he's not going to evade, because our medium attacks lower his evade ability accuracy. and if you apply a poison on him, he's just completely shut down. So now there's no way he's gonna evade it. As you can see, I'm doing like consecutive light attacks. He's not evading with Mixmaster. That is because it's the poison there. The poison reduces evade ability accuracy, and if you stack those poisons, he's just not gonna evade ever. So you know, if you can't really parry him that much, you can go for some poisons and then you're set. You don't need to worry about the evade. Now this fight is actually a bit annoying because we don't have any of those boosts. Now there are some boosts that you actually get from the calendar, which we're going to showcase. And it says that you don't use it in this quest, like it's not advised to use it in this quest, but if you're struggling, those do work for this as well. Like I think that day 1 boost we got, basically when you hold your block, you power drain the opponent, which actually could be very useful for someone like Red Goblin, which gains a lot of power if you have trouble baiting specials, or like the Venom pull and the Venom, which actually are kind of tough to bait specials. So those boosts do work if you're struggling. And there's also a boost for when the opponent gets an armor up, which Age of Venom gets every 10 hits. But this fight is actually pretty difficult because you have to like knock him down. So most of the times I use my specials because like I can't really use my heavy, unfortunately. But as you can see, we got so many Furies. We got like 19 Furies. We also nullify his armor ups, and we're not full health, but he's gonna go down really fast. The next fight has Rage. It's a Symbiote Supreme with Rage, and luckily there is a pre-fight that says that nullify effects from the opponent have a chance to fail. So even if you proc like a dexterity or something, or like a buff from your special 1 or special 2, he has a very low chance to actually make it work. So you're fine there. Now Rage, if you do those consecutive Furies, you're gonna hit the cap. Now the good thing is that when this guy gets unblockable, we can just use our light attacks to nullify his Furies, and the unblockable is gonna go away. Look at that. So we just baited out his Furies, and yeah, just life steal back up. Now here this is kind of sketchy because he actually has some Furies, so I just have to nullify them there. He has a special 3, but he didn't throw it, so you know, it definitely worked. It definitely worked there. That was a bit sketchy. I shouldn't have pushed him that far to his specials. And this is the last fight for this path D right here, which after this we're going to be able to rank 5 our Summon Symbiote and use it for the side quest. So this Knull actually has Tenacity and Mixmaster as well, so he's kind of annoying. You know, you can use your poison to like cancel out his evade, but it actually has to stick. So the tough part here is that you actually, in order to apply the poison, you need to like sacrifice bleeds. So we need those bleeds to stick, and then we need the poison to stick as well. So it's kind of rough because you can't really, you know, parry him because he does shrug it off. You gotta be like super lucky, unless you have some of those boosts. But he's not that tough. Like our Summon Symbiote is really stacked. The more the pre-fights, the more damage. We got those Furies, and we're just doing like different combos so that Mixmaster doesn't do anything crazy. And yeah, we'll collect a 96 Catalyst right here, and we're gonna go ahead and take our Summon Symbiote to rank 5. Good thing it needs only 1 gold, because that was gonna be a big problem. But here is the calendar, so we're going to be able to get all those boosts every day. And this is the boost that we got first day. So it says that you can use it for Sugar Crash, which is the side quest week 1. But you can actually use it for this one as well, for Knull's Void, if you're struggling. Because I actually used it, as you can see it says owned 1 or owned 0. So I actually used it and it did work. So, you know, if you're struggling, again, I mean, that's a perfect example, like Symbiote Supreme. He got to a special 3, I could have just held my block and power drain him. Like, and that is just the first boost. Like, we can check out some other ones as well. What does that do? Armor Break, for special 1, deals increased damage for each armor up on the defender and removes all armor buffs. So you can just use it for like Age of Venom, you know? If you're struggling, that's like another boost for Agent Venom. I think that was the only one that gets an armor up. Maybe Venable can get one as well. And this one, special 1 applies heal block to regenerating champions for 10 seconds. Successfully blocking healing this way heals your champion. So you basically can steal their healing. I think there was a champion that healed on our path. I'm not too sure though. So this actually might not be too useful because if there's no healing, yeah, I don't think someone healed in this path, so you shouldn't probably use that just to save it for the Sugar Crash. But point is, like, you know, some of those boosts are going to help you even if you're struggling on that last path with Summon Symbiote. So yeah, I just want to say that you can use it to have a better time. And yeah, hopefully I could have helped you like rank up your Symbiote because this side quest is actually really stacked with rewards, especially from the solo events. You get all that tier 2 dust and tier 1 dust and 7-star shards. It's you know, packed with rewards, so you definitely do not want to miss it. Rank up your Steve, rank up your Summer Symbiote. And yeah guys, if you enjoyed this video, please give it a like, subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one.